What is a self-assessment and do you need to complete one? A self-assessment is a way for you to inform HMRC of any additional income that you've generated over the past year so that they can collect any tax that is liable on that. Now, this is on top of and outside of your regular salary job, and that is because here in the UK we have a PAYE scheme which automatically collects the tax from your regular day job. Here are some of the scenarios that if you find yourself in, you should be completing a self-assessment tax return. So if you've created over £1,000 of income through side hustles and even selling things on Vinted, for example, then you should be completing a tax return because you are liable for tax on any income above £1,000. If you've made additional pension contributions and you're a 40% taxpayer, by completing a self-assessment tax return and stating this, you can also claim the additional tax relief that you are entitled to. If you have also earned dividends or investment income, whether that be from the UK or from abroad, then you need to report those again on your self-assessment because there may be tax liabilities on that. You also need to report assets where you've sold and made capital gains. For example, if you've sold crypto maybe over the past year, this you need to report on your self-assessment so HMRC can tax you accordingly. But these are just some of the scenarios, and there is a longer list on the HMRC website, so do go check it out if you think you might need to complete a self-assessment tax return. So when's the deadline for getting your self-assessment tax return in? Well, it's the 31st of January of 2026, but this deadline is for the previous financial year. So that is 2024 all the way through to 2025. But it's always worth getting it in way before the deadline because the actual deadline to pay any tax that you may owe is also the 31st of January. So you want to give yourself a bit of a leeway, get it submitted, get that confirmation from HMRC, get the amount that you need to pay and pay it way before the deadline.